Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a quick practice that's about loving kindness towards myself, and hopefully these postures will be loving and kindful to you. We are releasing tension from the low back and the hips and a little bit into the hamstrings. You might like a block for this practice or two, so have that handy. And I hope you'll join me at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Come into mountain pose at the top of your mat with your feet maybe a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Inhale your arms up, belly gently drawn in. Exhale, bend your knees deeply and forward fold. So coming into our rag doll, this may be your very first posture of the day, so really generously bend your knees and lay your chest onto your thighs. And then your hands could pool maybe at the mat. They could dangle, or you could kind of fold your arms, holding onto the opposite elbows. And we want that upper body just to completely relax. Release any tension from that low back. And if it feels good to maybe sway from side to side, you can. And take in some nice deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more like that. Let it go. Release your hands. Maybe bring your hands to your shins. Draw your belly in. Come halfway up. Peek forward. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to lower down. Place your hands on the inside of your left foot. Walk that left foot to the edge of your mat and step the right leg back. So into our lizard lunge. Holding here on the hands. And then just moving, rolling onto the baby toe side and then planting your foot back down. Just to open up through the hip and then release. Just do that a few times. And then we're just going to pause. Pause in stillness. Maybe drop your back knee down. You can stay here on your hands, or you could lower to your forearms. You might need a block. Maybe you lower your forearms onto a block, or maybe you bring your forearms right down to the mat. So we still want to see, can we get some length through our spine? If you like, you can flex these toes and roll onto the baby toe side of your foot. And then we're going to bring ourselves back up, and then we're going to straighten out that front leg. So still a little bit wider stance with our legs. You're going to flex those toes up. Belly is in. So if the ground feels far away, you could grab your block so you can come up a little higher. Maybe roll to the baby toe side and then extend that left arm up as we come into a twist. So your belly is gently drawn in. We want that core control. And then we're going to slowly untwist, turn those toes back up, bend into the front knee, and this time we're going to heel toe our foot over towards our right hand, and then flexing the toes back, roll onto the baby toe side, coming into our pigeon pose. So being careful here, your shin does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat. You could bring the foot a little closer into your right hip if that's better for you. And you're going to slide that right leg back. So we want to make sure we're not leaning on this left hip. You could take the block and prop it underneath that left hip if that helps you stay in the center. So listen to your body. And you could stay upright, or we could just come to the forearms, tuck the chin in, or maybe rest our forehead onto our hands. Trying to soften. One more big breath. And then we're going to bring ourselves up, curling that back toe under. Let's step back just for a quick downward facing dog. Just lengthen out that spine. And then walk yourself back to our rag doll. Feet wide apart, bend those knees, lay your chest on your thighs, maybe fold your arms. Maybe you notice it's a little easier the second time around. Still trying to let go of any tension in that low back and focus on our breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Follow the flow of your breath. And then placing your hands to your shins, draw the belly in, come part way up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside, walk your right foot to the right side of the mat, and stretch that left leg back. So, flexing, lifting the toes off the mat, rolling onto the baby toe side, and then planting that foot back down. Warming up through our hips. One more time. Then maybe dropping that knee down. And you can hold here. You could grab your block and lower onto your forearms, or if you don't need the block, coming all the way down. Flexing those toes again, roll to the baby toe side of the foot if that feels good. Focus on your breath. Coming back up, planting that foot down, starting to straighten out. Maybe flex those toes up. Maybe roll to the baby toe side of that foot and take a twist. Plant your left hand down, belly's in. Extend your right arm up, turning to face it. Slowly untwisting, come back to our lunge and then heel toe our foot over to our left hand. Roll onto the baby toe side, flexing those toes and laying your shin down. Feel free to bring the foot a little closer into your groin. Feel free to tuck a block underneath your right hip if that's better for you. Making sure we're not leaning on that right side. And then deciding, do you want to be up on your forearms? Do you want to lower, up on your hands? Do you want to lower to your forearms? Do you want to rest your forehead down onto your hands? And pay attention to your breath and trying to relax your whole body. And then we're going to slowly lengthen up. We're going to lean onto that right side. Just swing the left leg forward, coming into our bound angle, but more into a diamond shape. So instead of bringing the heels in, we're going to walk those feet forward, sitting up tall, and then we're just going to forward fold. We can round the spine. So forearms could be on the shins, tuck the chin in and just sort of hang here. Or if we have a little bit more space, turning the palms up, tucking our hands underneath the ankles, the shins, and bowing forward. And just breathing into the spine, opening up along the back, opening up through the low back, the hips. Notice where you feel this and just relax as much as you can. And then we just slowly roll ourselves up. And that was our yoga bite for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this practice. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a great day.